Hi, this is Hannah. I'm an illustrator and art student living in Osaka, Japan, and today I plan on going to Kawachi Gazai in Shinsaibashi. I have already been to Kawachi in Umeda, but it's in a mall and it's a little smaller, I think, and I think Shinsaibashi is more of the main shop. So I need to buy some wooden panels for school, actually. And I'm hoping they have a wider variety of shapes and sizes that I can choose from, and I just kind of want to check out the store. So let's go to Kawachi in Shinsaibashi. So I was immediately taken with these cat drawings. I thought they were so cool and simple but beautiful. They also had them selling as postcards, stickers, and even keychains. So they also had this selection of traditional Japanese paper, or at least that's what I assumed that it is. These all look like kind of traditional motifs and patterns to me that I've seen on like origami paper, but these are much larger and thicker pieces of paper. But I love the patterns. I think they're so gorgeous, and I think they're just great inspiration. But frankly, I don't know what they're for. Also, there were these really cool origami paper sets with like dinosaur or sushi that I think would be so much fun to give as gifts or for kids. Next, there was just these plain sort of notebooks that caught my eye, but then I also noticed that there were these really cool notebooks on the bottom that had these beautiful illustrations on them of food or also like musical instruments, and I love this style of illustration where it's hand done with just like ink and watercolor. So these are also like kind of pearlescent or luminescent type paints that I do have a set of. I usually just use them for accents, but I love that you could just buy an individual one. So these are more traditional calligraphy brushes, or at least that's my understanding, but I do use them as just regular paintbrushes. I feel like I like the really tapered edge, and the bristles are very soft, so I find them great to paint with. I think it's totally okay to also use them for paint. Now we're at the paints. These are all acrylic gouache. I really love Holbein gouache colors. I think they're just so beautiful, and the packaging is always gorgeous on them, but I also use Turner acrylic gouache as well. I really enjoyed looking through these books. I feel like the patterns in them are really beautiful. I also like the motifs in the Japanese style one, but mostly it's the woodblock sort of prints that I really enjoy, or I think they're woodblock, like motif, traditional looking kind of prints. I think these are great inspiration. I don't know really what they're originally supposed to be used for, but I would buy something like this just to look at, to get ideas. So there was also all of these Copic marker books. So some of them I'm not quite sure if they were like manga or instructional, but there were definitely some just basic like cute books with cute illustrations on them, as you can see. But there were also some books that looked like they were much more how-to books. So this food book was a like how to, illustrate certain foods, which I think is pretty clear. This one is clearly a coloring book, but I think you could get a lot of inspiration from the illustration, and you could learn so much, I think, if you really just copied kind of like this. If you were interested in using markers, I feel like this would be a really relaxing way and productive way to learn. Lastly, here's the fashion book, and frankly, this one's my favorite. I love the more hand-drawn and a little bit more realistic face style of this book. So this is what I got. I'm back home now, and I just got 2 wooden boards and then paper to put on the wooden boards. We have an assignment due that we have to work on during spring break, and I just had to get some supplies for it. And but I really enjoyed going to Kawachi. How about you, Zook? Zook? Okay. I also meant to buy the tiny little paper that they had, the little square ones. I was inspired by all of the cat drawings in the front of the shop, and I really kind of just wanted to copy it and do my own drawings of my kitty cat Zook, but I totally slipped my mind. So I will definitely go back one day just to find those, because I've never seen those anywhere else. But in addition to that, I felt like they had a lot of unique supplies that I didn't see at the location in Umeda, and I didn't see at other stores that I've been to in Osaka. So it was really fun.
I kind of surprised myself. And they also had a lot more books than I expected for like Copic markers and how-to books. So all in all, it was really fun. I hope you enjoyed the tour and thank you for being here. Bye!